Hey guys, I am back to do another watercolor, hopefully a loose, rosy, florally thing with uh, pencil shading, doodling, if you will. Let me turn my bracelet around here. In my palette, I have quinacridone coral with a dab of alizarin crimson, and then I have gold ochre, turquoise, olive green, and sap green. So I'm just going to start with the flower, I think. And I'm using my 1/4" black velvet striper brush for this. Okay, so let's just start it here. And I'm just going to go around a little bit of water, fade out. I want it to be kind of messy, and then I'm going to dab in some of the gold ochre. Okay, go back into. Oh, it looks like I got a mess on my palette just in time. Hold on one second, guys. Had a little bit of a contamination on my palette there. Okay, so now I'm going to make some more, just kind of, they're like comma strokes, I think they're called, or C's. Oh, that one was way out there, huh? It's going to be a big flower. Let me turn this so I can get the right angle. Fade this out. I know it looks like a hot mess, but we're going to fix it. We are going to fix it. Okay, so I'm going to let that do its thing. And then next I'm going to go into the leaves. I'm going to start with the sap green mixed with the olive green. Load up my brush. And let's see, where do we want our little, let's put a leaf thing here. And I hit the tip of my brush and just pull out. Tip of my brush, push down, pull out. Turn it the other way. Do the same thing. And they don't have to be perfect, right? Because nothing is perfect in nature. And then I'm going to take my brush now and put it into the turquoise, and it's going to give me a very tealish bluey green that I'm going to take a little bit more of that over there. And I'm going to put a little stem coming out here. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to overlap the leaves. Just so we can get some variation of color and design. And let's see, do I want to do it that way or this? no, you could like really overlap them. Like if I wanted to, I could then come in here like this and really overlap them. And this one is a hot mess, but I'm going to fix it. There we go. And that's okay. This is just a practice piece. There. And go back to the sap and the olive mixture. And let's go this way. Turn it around so it's comfortable for you. Go into my tealish color mixture. And ooh, that was too much, but that's okay. It's really okay. Okay, here we go. It's probably it's kind of making me think of a crab, so maybe the composition is maybe a little funny. Let's put another small one up over here, pretending like there's leaves coming off. Yeah, this composition turned out a little funky, but that's okay. It's really okay. There we go. Okay, I don't know if that's, but you can definitely see the variation in color of the leaves and the flower. Okay, and so now I'm going to go back in with my brush a little bit and put a couple defining marks in my flower. Yeah, let's just go here. Wet my brush and just kind of fade out the edge. Pick up a little paint. I'm kind of going, I'm crisscrossing. I'm kind of going where my lines were before and then where a little bit where they're not, as far as the pinky red goes. Just to give it a couple defining marks. Let's see. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the gold ochre. Just to overlap the colors and the blooms that are happening. With my brush, fade out any edges that I want to be faded. Sometimes you want hard edges, sometimes you want soft edges. Okay, I know it looks like a blob right now, but that's okay. We're going to fix it. I'm going to go away and dry this, and then I'll come back. Okay, so it's completely dry now, and I'm going to go in first with my graphite and kind of define with some kind of like messy, halfway messy or sort of messy scribble, just to kind of define where everything's at. And then, oops, it'd be helpful if I had the lead out. And I'm not following the leaves perfectly. I'm not following them on purpose. I'm just kind of following the outline. So they have some like messy lines around them. And it's okay if you go out a little far. You can always erase it, or you can use it as a shading spot. And I'll show you what I mean. Oops. I gotta remember not to press so hard on this pencil. Yeah. Okay, now for the flower. And I'll send you guys in. I think you're not getting I don't think you're getting the full, able to see the flower. Way off the track there. It's okay. That is all right. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see more. I think that's probably better. Hopefully, I'll know when I watch when I edit the video. And I did my lines a little bit darker than I normally would, so you guys can see them. And I have my paper slightly taped down. Not really. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of shading with the pencil because I like to smudge it sometimes depending on what I'm doing. So I'm going to move my tray over here. Get this, ooh, sorry about that. Get this out of the way because I like to turn my board to make it comfortable for me. And I'm just going to pick a spot and then kind of, and I'm not holding my pencil real firm. holding it ever so slightly. I'll go dark in the corners and then I'll fade out or get lighter as I go. Let me try this. Kind of go in a circular motion. And then if I want, I can fade them out. I like to, like I said, I like to smudge the graphite. We're also going to go in here with colored pencils. Just giving the flower a little bit of definition now. Kind of blocking in where my shadows would be. It's been a while since I've done this. So who knows? This could turn out to be a hot mess. And I'm not going everywhere, just in certain places. I would say like where the different petals like what do you call it, join, I guess. That's where I would go to fade that out. I don't know if this is working or not, but it's starting to look like something. What? I don't know. But we're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. Okay. Okay. All right. We're looking like something. And I might darken up breaks in the flower there. All right. We'll start there, and then for the leaves, I would do the same thing. Come put the middles in, and then I might sharpen up the edges here. And then where it comes out here, so it looks like it's all one. Again, I like to smudge my pencil a little bit. Okay. I think you can see they really start to come to life when you're doing pencil work. I hope you guys are okay with different watercolor and doodle videos. Like I said, I want to develop some more skills along the way. And, you know, while I'm rusty for not painting for a couple months and doodling, drawing for a couple months, but, you know. And usually I did most of my, if you look at my previous videos, if you're new to my channel, I did a lot of my doodle work in pen, which is great because you can't erase, so it helps you, you know, if you got to keep doing it to get better. Okay, so I'm going to have that one break here and this one go over that one. Nice thing about when you do overlapping leaves, you can decide where you want which one to go over which one. Now this one I'll probably yeah, I'll have that one go behind there. It's weird. I like graphite smudged on watercolors But I don't like to draw with graphite. I don't know, is that weird? I don't like to do graphite on its own. I think that's weird. Alright, so now I'm going to take, I have some Prismacolors here, and for the flower I have magenta and mulberry, and I'm going to go in with my darkest first. When I'm painting with watercolor, I typically go light to dark, depending, most times. When I'm shading, I go in with my dark and I work to light. So I don't know if that's, I don't know, I have a backwards brain. I don't know, but I'm going to come in here and do a little bit of the mulberry, which is it's a darker purple color. And then I'm going to take my, what I said, magenta here, and just fade that, kind of work that out a little bit so it faded out. But I'm going to start in the darker area so I get a nice transition. I feel I get a better blend. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm not proficient in colored pencils. I don't know. It works for me. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a lot. Like I said in my other video, I haven't done a lot with colored pencils. That's why I'm not proficient in colored pencils, but I want to learn, so, you know. And again, I don't know, you know, if I'm doing it wrong or right, but I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. And, you know, what works for somebody else, you know, or maybe what works for, you know, most people may not work for you. So you do you, is what I say. Yeah. You do you. I do know that you're better off with these wax pencils. That's why you see me go around, like, I'm not pressing real hard. I'm just lightly going over it and bringing out the color. And I know that there's like blenders. There's blender pencils, and there's blender like liquid blenders that you can get. I don't mess with none of that stuff. Probably do the blender pencil before I would do the liquid. That's just because of how I roll. But so yeah, that's, you know, if you want more of a blend, that might be something you want to look into. I like the texture, and so and it does help. And I do have, let me sharpen these pencils really quick. It's better if you have a really fine tip, especially when you're going into little corners of whatever you're working on. Okay, there we go. A little bit better of a point. Where was I? Oh, yes. So you get a better progression, I think. You have a finer tip. Yeah, it's looking like something. Oh boy. Yeah. Should put a warning label on this video. If you're a colored pencil user, do not watch this video. I tell you, there's a few people out there that are really good with colored pencil. Dee Dee Willingham, Debbie Epps, a couple people, Kathy Arbor. Yeah, some really good ladies that are really good with the colored pencil. But they put in the time, you know. I'm just starting out, so mine is a little weird. And I may not have everything correct, but you know, hey, I'm trying. I'm working it out. And I'm not going to say, all my videos are not going to be colored pencil or regular pencil. You know, I'm going to mix up my watercolor videos, but I wanted to, I just really wanted to do a little bit of this. And sorry for my clanging of my bracelet here. Okay. Kind of went out of the lines there, so we'll just stitch that connect there. And let's see. Where else do I want to go? Again, I'm basically just going, you know, back over where I was with the graphite pencil. Graphite pencil gives it a nice, kind of like a underlayer. And I'm sure that there's pencils that that would do the same thing, colored pencils, but I like the graphite. I like how it looks on watercolor. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a something. Okay, now for the leaves, and let me sharpen these. This one's sharp, but let me sharpen these two, and I'll be right back. So, for the leaves, I've chosen 3 colors. My darkest is my dark umber, and then I have olive green and lime peel. The lime peel is very chartreusey color, so it kind of blends the other two darker ones really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I guess I'll start here. Oops. Starting with the wrong pencil. I'm like, why doesn't that look right? I don't know if you guys are close enough. Let me see. I hope you guys, hope this is close enough. I didn't want to zoom you in too close. So we shall see. I'm gonna hold this up so you guys can get a really good close up to those leaves. So yeah, it's starting to come to life, I think. What do you think? Are you a colored pencil user? I should say avid colored pencil user. I think the trick with these pencils and pencils like them is learning how to manipulate the pigment, move it around, when to press hard, when to stay soft, depending on what you're looking to happen on your project. Like I said, I'm not versed in colored pencils whatsoever. I'm just doing. I'm doing what I see others do. I don't necessarily know if I'm achieving the results, but I'm giving it a go. That's just how I roll. Uh, I'm one of those people, I can learn from a book. I can learn from, you know, but I learn a lot more, and I think a lot of people do, especially when it comes to art. Like, you'll learn by doing, you'll find your way. So, Again, I'm just pressing really light, bringing that pigment out. Okay, that was weird. A different frame popped up on my computer. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, carry on. I was like, why do I see something different on, yeah. Oh, the woes of recording. The woes of recording. See, sometimes I feel like I get the blend really well, and I'm doing the same thing, but every time, but sometimes I feel like I get a better blend than other times. And I don't know if it's because the way I mean, it's got to be the way the pencil is hitting the paper, but I'm doing the same method, so I don't know. Sorry I'm quiet, guys. I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. I didn't mention this in my video the other day, for last week, whatever. And I know I've mentioned it in a few of my other videos, but it's been a while. So I thought, since I'm doing pencil again today, I would mention it. That when you do pencil, you're going to want to fix the unless it's like in your journal or whatever, but if you're going to use it in something you're going to give away or even a card, you may want to fix the pencil work, especially the graphite, because it will smudge, right? So I usually use like a Kmart varnish, which is a spray. You can get the Distress Glaze from Tim Holtz if you're doing something small. I wouldn't do that for a full painting. You can use the Dorland's wax. There are several options to fix your watercolor pieces, and so I highly suggest that if you're going to do a lot with pencils, whether it's any kind of pencil, to get yourself a varnish. And if you're going to do a lot in watercolor where if it's not going behind glass, like if it's going on a card or in a project or something that you're a mixed media piece, you're going to want to fix it before you move on or give it away or whatnot. So I thought I'd mention that today because I think I forgot to mention it the other day. You know, this isn't my best work, but it was fun, and it definitely looks like a flower. I would say that's probably a rose. Yeah, it's definitely a rose, I think. But the leaves are fun. Look, you get, oh, I love the overlapping. Oh, I did forget one here. Let me go back to this here for a second. I see I forgot a tip. Can't have one missing now, can we? No. Can't have one missing. There we go. Those two are behind the other ones, so I'm not too worried about those. But, yeah. So, yeah. I'm okay with that because it's really my first time. I've picked up the pencils a couple times, but really haven't done anything with them. So I'm actually kind of happy with that. It's weird and quirky like me, but I like it. And I'm, you know, getting my feet wet with colored pencil. So, yeah, colored pencil and doodling. Lots of fun. Give it a try. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box below, or you can email me. All my information will be in the box below for you to contact me. So have a great day, everyone, and yeah, have a great day. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Love you.